Super Mario Odyssey Darker Side. This is a place after a kingdom after Dark Side, and it requires 600 moons to unlock. So we get a pretty interesting welcome when we first come here. There's even Pauline singing her very good song for us. And if you talk to some of the other people, they're going to let you know that it's not going to be very easy. This is definitely the challenge level for Super Mario Odyssey. Definitely one of the harder challenge levels that I think I've played in a Mario game. But that being said, it took me maybe 6 tries to actually complete. There are no checkpoints, and there are very few locations where you're going to get extra health. So I would recommend that your first time coming in here with maximum health, 6 health, go buy one from a store or go get it from Cap Kingdom, whatever works for you. As I said before, you're going to need 600 moons to get here to begin with. Truthfully though, if you can't make it past the first part of this with 3 health, you're not going to make it past the rest of it with however much health that you think you have. You can get a heart from that boss right there, so all you have to do is jump on Goombas, ground pound him, and you'll get a heart that gives you 6 health. I don't think that's worth it though. That takes an absurd amount of time. Dealing with the Goombas is way more effort than it's worth. It's just way better just to come up here and get right into the level. This first part's going to be a whole lot of pole jumping, and these poles are going to swing or sink down into the lava, and I'm going to be going a little bit quick through this first part because I got pretty good at this for the couple of tries that it did take me. And then we're going to swing or sink all the way down here onto these swing poles, and some of these swing poles are going to be sinking into the lava. Now you need to jump on them as they're coming up from the lava. If you're not jumping on them as they come up, you're not going to make the third one there. This one you might be able to, but same thing, as they're coming up, just jump off and make sure you don't spend any more time on them than you need to, so you can swing on over here to these platforms, which are going to be moving very quickly through the lava, and you will need to long jump here. Practice some long jumping if you need to. I have a hard time still with making sure that I actually long jump correctly. Sometimes it doesn't turn out too well. Alright, now here's actually the part that I believe to be the second hardest part in this stupid area. Dealing with these dumb fireballs. You need to get as much of a running start as you can so you can actually make it into the lava over there. And then you're going to have to time your jump here so you can go right between those two moving, whatever they're called. Then you're going to want to do it again for this part, but I always get hit there. Somehow I miraculously survived that, and then I took damage on that part, which I never take damage on. So I have never gotten that past that part with more than 2 health. There's a heart in that coin block to the right over there, but again, I don't think it's worth getting because there's a pretty easily attainable heart over here. There's going to be the stretchy guy, and there's also going to be a few more annoying things than the stretchy guy. Remember, as the stretchy guy, you can swing your Joy-Cons to go up a lot quicker, and you're really going to want to do that because you don't want to spend a whole lot of time in one place because those stupid little, I hate those enemies so much, those stupid little multicolored, like, wannabe spinies spawn everywhere you go here, and you're just going to want to make absolutely sure that you don't spend more time than you need to on any of these places because they're going to chase you down. They can fall off the edge, thankfully, but I don't know, it's kind of annoying. So I did go through that pretty quickly, but you don't need to go up on that second platform there to actually push up that Bowser switch. Be careful with those spinies because they can sometimes totally block your pathway. Just give them a minute to get out of your way. Then you should be able to come on over here into the ice water. So you should be able to swim up here and ground pound your way down pretty quickly. Then there's going to be a couple of fuzzies we have to deal with. I think I took some damage here, which was a little bit strange because I didn't take damage here at all the first few times that I did this level. And yep, I should have waited a little bit later to jump there. And the hard part for that is that you just need to get over to the right side here before the water freezes you, and then you can swim up here pretty quickly to get up to Yoshi. So we're going to become Yoshi, and if you are not experienced with Yoshi, go practice a few times inside of, also, annoyingly, Yoshi's tongue does not like to work all the time, but anyway, go practice as Yoshi inside Mushroom Kingdom. You can find Yoshi there. Use his tongue. You're going to have to push the Y button all the way so his tongue goes all the way to the other side of the dang, conveyor here, otherwise you'll see what happened with me where I took some unnecessary damage, and at this point I'm not too worried. This part's pretty easy. It's kind of a break. There's a Sphinx over there in the background. My recommendation, don't break any of these blocks. Just jump right over them. There is a heart on top of those blocks up there, but those are way more effort to get than they're worth, as I said before. I'm also not totally sure you're supposed to do this as Yoshi, but it is kind of nice because you get the extra jumping out of him, so I don't know, I kind of like it. And you can jump over these 3 blocks. If you need to, wait on those second blocks and just wait for the flowers to come back. When you talk to the Sphinx, he'll ask you some question, I don't remember what, and then a heart container, whatever you want to call it, will jump on or will appear down there, and it will be there every time you get to this point. Thank goodness. So we're going to pick that up. I went from 1 heart to 6, and that's kind of why I say if you can't get past that part with 3 health, then I don't really think you're going to do too well with the rest of this level, so it's up to you. Here we're going to throw our hat onto the timed guy, and this part is what defeated me most of all of the challenges in this area, or in this level, I think. So you'll want to pay attention to those rings. The rings will let you know where to go. Just follow which direction they are going, wait beneath them or next to them, and just go up if they tell you to go up, like this one. Wait here, this will let you know if to go up. And this one, once again, you go up, and that one lets you know go right, as all the other blocks are coming below you. Just wall jump, and then you'll get your hat back, turn into this guy. Hate this guy. Just jump off and hold B. Don't touch anything else. The only time you ever want to pull back is the salamanders when you get close to these vortexes, so you can get flown way up high. I don't really understand the point of this part, because this part is also particularly easy, and those flies really have 0 chance of hurting you. So I don't really know why they even bothered to put the flies there at all, but just make sure that you actually go as high as you can in this vortex, and same with this one. This one, a few times I found myself hitting the lava before I hit the platform, so make sure you know how to jump out of this guy first too, like that, in case you need to. Now we're going to jump onto these forks, and you need to be pretty precise. Take your time, aim, and then you're going to want to make sure you can actually throw your hat on them at the right time. If you miss, you'll hit the lava. Luckily though, you can still throw your hat when you are on fire, meaning you shouldn't have too difficult of a time actually getting back on them, but this is a pretty good place to lose a lot of health if you're not careful. Now we're finally kind of close to the ending, sorta. This is the last major area, almost. This is definitely the hardest part. I said that wall was like the second hardest? Oh, no, the fire was the second hardest. Anyway, this is definitely the hardest part. I think I lose my 6 hearts here, but we will get our 6 hearts again later. So, the first 2 times you hit that thing in the middle, you're gonna have to hit them on your own so you can actually defeat all of these stupid wannabe spinies that way. After that, for the rest of this platform, it's pretty much gonna be self-activating, because all of those other lasers are going to activate it for you. Also, don't touch that thing in the middle. That was kind of something stupid that happened to me. If I hadn't touched that, I probably could have kept my extra health here, but it doesn't matter too much. As long as you make it past this part alive, you should be good for the rest of the level at this point. So this is where I was again getting kind of worried, even though the ending is in sight. Just try to stick to the corners here, do your best not to make huge jumps just so you don't have to spend too much time in the air, and then jump on here as soon as you can. Now here's a spot where it's pretty easy to die. You need to become the pokey guy, and you're going to need to just take your time here, okay? Do not rush this part, because if you fall off here again, it's back to the beginning of the level. You got to do all of that all over again. Try to get as high as you can on these blocks. I think I get pretty low on this one, and I was not very happy with that. That's okay though. This is probably the worst part. All you gotta do is time it, so about there is where I'm gonna jump off and get up there, and then I'm gonna again be pretty low on here. My hands are starting to sweat here, that's for sure. Now we're safe. You don't have to get that heart to the left. In fact, I would not recommend getting that heart to the left. That is not worth it at all. Okay. Now we get to do a 2D platforming part. I think I lose another heart down here. I thought this was near the ending, but this is, whereas video-wise, about halfway, a little over halfway. So we get to deal with Donkey Kong yet another time, and he's going to be a little bit meaner than he was before. There's going to be a lot of these oil barrels that are sent at you, and you're going to need to jump over them. Sometimes 2 of them will be really close to each other. Sometimes they'll be pretty spread out, and they're kind of regulated by that stupid platform that goes up and down, so some of them will land on it, some of them won't, some of them get knocked back and knock the other ones back, so I don't really know why I didn't jump over that one right there. And at this point I'm really just wondering, like, what am I supposed to do here? Because clearly I'm not going to make that jump, at least, maybe I could have then, but I'm not going to do it now. I'm thinking, okay, what do I do? Can I go up there? No, I don't think I can. I don't really know what that pipe's for anyway right now, but I'm going to go on back over here. Jump on over those and work my way to the left. So there's another platform that's a little bit more open, but there can still be oil on that, so watch out for that. So one of them's going to be coming near me, and then once we finally get to Donkey Kong, we want to make sure we actually hit all 4 of these. I could just hit this last one. Come on, come on. Nope, there we go. Then that's going to open up and we're going to be able to exit out of that pipe. So now we are kind of close to the ending. It is still more than possible to die here though, because we get to replay as Bowser. So we're going to take the Easter egg back to Super Mario 64, jump on into the painting, and become Bowser. Luckily the game is very nice. It gives us 6 health here, which I did definitely need all of it. And you're not actually going to have a whole lot of time to do anything here. So try your best not to get hit by this stuff. If you do get hit by this, make sure that you actually knock it out of your way. I think I wasn't sure if Bowser would get hit there, and I just wanted to see, okay, you do definitely have to break it with Bowser. But just try to jump over what you can, and then we're going to get to this kind of narrow corridor, and one's going to get sent behind us, and then we're going to have to destroy a block. And here, the only way to do this, you're going to have to destroy a block and kill the ball behind you. Destroy a block and kill the ball behind you. You're going to have to do that the whole time. This is really annoying because Bowser kind of takes a second to turn around, and I think I take some damage here just because my timing, yeah, right there, Bowser for some reason didn't turn around. That was kind of annoying, but it takes him like a split second to actually get turning. That's kind of annoying, but not too bad. And then we can just jump all the way our way up here, and this is pretty much the home stretch. As long as you have more than 2 health here, you should be absolutely fine. And then I believe this will be the end of Darker Side, which will also mark the end of the game, pretty much. This is the true ending. Pretty much every single Mario game, when you get a significant amount of progress or collect all the stars or whatever, you get a pretty cool final screen that says thank you, and that's exactly where we're at. As long as you don't fall off here, you are at no worry. You have pretty much completed it. There's still a little bit of frog jumping to do, but it is not hard at all. And that's also going to mark the end of my videos for Super Mario Odyssey. So, as much as Nintendo is thanking me for playing this game, I have to really thank them for making this game. This was an amazing game, way worth buying a Switch for, because, heck, Breath of the Wild was worth buying a Switch for. Now you have 2 games worth buying the Switch for. Alright, thanks for watching this guide. I'm going to start up some other videos. I'm not too sure which ones. I have a lot of games to record. So I'll have something new, and that'll be it for this guide and also it for this video. Thank you for watching my playthrough of Super Mario Odyssey.
Howdy. Jump!